morning, everybody. I'm Yadires, Nova-Salcedo. So happy to have you with us. Google has unveiled their latest technology products, and they're meant to make our lives a lot easier. They were launched at this year's Google I/O conference, which took place this week in Mountain View, California. To tell us more, with us this morning via satellite is Google spokesperson Jesus Garcia. Good morning, Jesus. Welcome to Centro.
Good morning.
Jesus, what can you tell us? I know there's a lot of excitement building up, right? And this is a 3-day conference. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that Google I/O brings together 7,000 people from all over the world to build new technology and to learn what's new from Google. And we unveiled a couple of new devices and new updates to some technology. But amongst them, the Google Pixel 3a and Google Pixel 3a XL stand out. They have one of the best cameras in the world. They bring together the best of Google. And best of all, they start at $399, which is almost half of the price of the phones that you see on the market right now. We also have updates from our Google Assistant and software teams, and we even gave a glimpse into the next version of Android operating system too.
And I know, Jesus, the last time I had you on Centro, we also talked about how Google Assistant was actually learning Spanish. So did this happen? Is she fully bilingual now, like in Spanish?
Yes, the Google Assistant is fully bilingual, and actually it speaks a lot more other languages, but here in the US you can definitely speak to it in Spanish, in English, and actually you can go back and forth between the two languages, so you can actually select both. And if you have a bilingual household like I do, you can actually use both languages interchangeably. So you can use it to do things like turn on the lights, cast something onto your TV, and do a lot more other stuff that you might do around the home or anywhere else.
I was just about to ask, Jesus, because I would think that once you choose a language, a lot of the phones that we have, once we choose a language for the keyboard, for everything, it stays in that language. But this is actually, you can go back and forth, because that's what we normally do, a lot of Latinos. I myself, we go from English to Spanish, and so Google, the Assistant, is able to detect that as well.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, obviously the Google Assistant exists in a lot of different surfaces. So not only can you do that using home products like the Google Home or the new Nest Home Hub Max, but you can also do it using, your phone. So if you have the Google Assistant on your phone, you're able to go back and forth between the languages.
And Jesus, I know that Google does this conference once a year. It's a 3-day conference. Again, like you said, 7,000 of the brightest minds go there. What is it that they go there to learn? Is there something, do you want to basically maybe even send a message to some possible, people who would want to go in the future?
Well, I think they're all interested in building the technology of the future, right? And they're building that technology on top of Google platforms. So, for example, whether they're building or developing apps for Android, they definitely want to know about that. Or they're developing, custom experiences using the Google Assistant, they want to know about that. And actually, just yesterday, we let people know that we've achieved a technological, achievement in terms of the Google Assistant, where it can operate up to 10 times faster by having the data process in the device versus sending the data to the cloud. So it's a lot more secure and private, and it allows us to be able to answer questions a lot more quickly and easily.
Great. And Jesus, you obviously want to invite developers, future developers. I know that for Google, it is extremely important as well to have developers who know even any other language, but your interest and part of Google's interest is to make sure that this gets out to Latino developers because they know Spanish, and what can they bring to the table, right?
Definitely. I mean, we're looking for people all over the world, developers from all over the world. So it doesn't matter whether you are a developer, a Latino developer here in the US, or a developer in Mexico or Argentina or any other part of the world. We're always, looking for bright minds and for great ideas and for interaction even between the own developer community. So I think that there's a lot of opportunities for people to interact and build new technology using our platforms.
A great opportunity. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
To get more information on the products that were launched at this year's Google I/O conference, you can get a direct link to their website and their social media pages visiting us online at cbsboston.com/Centro. There you can get more information on today's show and our past shows. You can watch both the English and the Spanish versions of Centro, and we also want to invite you to connect with us on social media. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And that will do it for this week's Centro. I'm Yadires Nova-Salcedo, inviting you to step forward to a better you. See you next week.